power dynamics. And then it ends back in the sort of green screen Zoom world where they have these backgrounds, and then that sort of transitions into your after talk conversation. So maybe that would have been a good way to start the previous talk that we had, to sort of give you a clue of like what's actually the idea. That would have been cool.
It's been a while, Jacqueline.
It's been a while. And
Look,
like,
we
you know
got
how
there.
you have that,
That's all that matters.
yeah, you know how you have that thing where like everyone's like, oh, how's it been? And you're like, well, do I have to tell you the whole story of like from March 2020 to now, or do I catch you up at like September? So we've been having, I think that was what today was a little bit.
Okay.
Sick. So all that to say, the show will start with whatever the UNC title logo, waiting room. Do you guys play music or anything?
Yeah, we sure do. Do you want to see it real quick? Do you want to see the slide?
Yeah. Let's go through all the rules.
That's probably. So we will play some music, but that's the slide will go live at 7:25, and then 2 minutes till we'll start the little countdown timer. So that's what you'll see on your screen for 7:25 to 7:30, and that's what the audience on YouTube will also see. And then right at 7:30, we'll press start to Amy's intro video, which we don't have today. And that'll be 2-3-ish minutes. And if you guys could send me maybe 3 sentences for your bios, that would be great. I'll send it on to Amy. And then right after that, we'll go to Jacqueline, David, and Marcella live. So do you want to, let's do that transition now too.
Okay. So what do we think about me being on top? Is that how y'all see it?
I think
Where
in the video, when we come back to the altered world version, the alien head is kind of floating above us talking.
Oh, so y'all need to be there. So I can be an alien.
I guess sort of,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You put it that way.
It feels quite odd when you word it that way, but yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. I understand my role. I'm an alien.
Oh God.
Okay, the moderator was always on top. Okay. I just feel like I'm talking to you, so y'all should be up there. But that's okay. Because now I know I get to be an alien on the other side, so I'm excited now. 1 on one side, 2 on the other side. Oh, Marcella's name needs to be left justified.
Oh, sorry. I was answering all the questions as fast. Like, I wasn't sure if my mic was on in that room, so I was.
No, that's why we brought us back. Did you want to make adjustments, Tay?
My only thing, well, you asked if everyone's name looked okay. Is it possible to make the mine and I think Marcella's and I think mine also left justified, so they look more like, you know what I mean?
Sure. Uniform.
No, Mike says sure.
Sorry, Mike.
Everything left justified.
Every name left justified. We can do that.
Yeah, like in the Zoom.
Okay. Great.
I think my memory of the moderator thing is I think it actually has been either the moderator on the left and you two on the right, or the moderator on the top and you two on the bottom. I don't think it doesn't look weird. It doesn't look like any kind of weird hierarchical thing.
Okay.
I think it's just like, oh, naturally the computer organized this in this crazy way. But, yeah,
I see.
And I think they're doing it because that's what it is in the show.
Okay, so should we leave it that way with Jacqueline on top?
I think it looks good.
Okay. Great.
Sick.
Okay. One question from this end, y'all. How long is that first part, the first conversation with the moderator and David and Marcella? Is it about like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before we go to primer?
Yeah, you tell me how long you need it to be, and I'll make it that long. In the script, it says 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's always been somewhere between 10 and 15 minutes.
I think
It
so.
gets
Okay.
shorter.
We kept that on the
every
shorter
time.
side,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it on the shorter side.
just to give ourselves room on the back end for questions and getting into
Okay,
the
that's great. So
conversation.
I'll do 10 minutes then.
Great.
On the other
Okay,
side,
that's
is it
helpful.
30 minutes? Did y'all hear me? On the other side, is it a 30-minute question and answer period? On the other side of the conversation?
I think that's been about how long?
I think that's
yeah.
about right. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sense is it could go longer, or that's usually the one that can go longer. The one at the beginning can be whatever, like 5 to 10 minutes feels right for the beginning, but the end one usually feels, if there's time for it, it can be longer. But 30 minutes
Okay.
seems like a good.
Okay. And Tay, you're going to join us on screen for the Q&A too. Is that right?
I
So
will
it'll be
do
the
that.
4 of you. Okay.
I will do this.
And I will say our audiences on YouTube haven't always been the most chatty. So we should prepare for a scenario where we don't get any questions, or we only get maybe 1 or 2 questions. I don't know why, but they're shy. But that doesn't mean that we want the Q&A to be shorter. So maybe we should have questions ready. And what will happen, Jacqueline, is that if we do get questions from YouTube, our marketing team member will send them through to me, and I will type them to you in this chat right here.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what y'all did.
For you then. Awesome. For then you can ask the team. And then if there aren't questions coming through, I'll let you know that too. But it'd be great to have like a list of questions we can ask in that case.
I can also pretend that we got questions from the audience, which will encourage audience members to ask questions.
Yes.
I've done this before.
Whoa,
Yes.
psyop.
That's advanced. That's an advanced
Just so
technique.
that
Thank you,
helps
Jacqueline.
people.
Please feel
So
free
what-
to yes, definitely. Please feel free to encourage them too to ask questions.
Awesome.
You can certainly say something like that too.
Okay.
Because it's not that they don't have questions, it's just that they're being shy, and we haven't quite trained them yet to put their questions in the chat.
Yeah.
So
Well, because it can still feel like Zoom feels closer than YouTube, and so that's
Sure.
why. And even but Facebook feels as close as Zoom. It's a weird thing because YouTube feels like it's very presentational. We're not connected, but Facebook and Zoom, you get lots of questions in those platforms.
Right. Yeah, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
Okay. So the only other thing I think that we need on this end, I was going to ask you, Marcella, I know that you answer the question, what's next for you? Do you say the same thing every time so we know exactly like when to hit go on the video?
Yeah, I think I say let's go to the clip at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty clear. All right. I will make a note of that. And so once you say let's go to the clip, that's when we hit play. Great. Yeah. Okay, one more question from Mike. So in the Dropbox, we had another document. What was it called?
Pre-show video.
Pre-show video that doesn't have any
Teeny tiny
audio.
pre-show video. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
for like a dead version of the pre-show it ended up being too distracting, so we cut it. But that's probably still in the folder. One does not need
okay.
to.
So
I
we
don't
don't
think
need
we want to use the pre-show video anymore, right?
I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Okay.
No.
If
Okay,
it's like
okay.
something that you could use, like if you needed background for the Zoom, the interview world, but it actually ended up being too distracting and kind of seasick making. So.
Okay. Great. I mean, if we don't need it, we just wanted to make sure.
History.
No.
Mike said it's history, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Mike's a good
Awesome.
one and thorough.
Mike's very thorough. Okay. Well, what else can we do to help everyone feel comfortable for this event, for Studio 6, whatever? We're here to help. You guys feel prepared and feel comfortable for Friday night.
Do you all? Here's my suggestion. My inner parent is coming out. I would like to suggest that we do a test version of the intro with moderator up until playing the clip and then coming back, and then just, like even Jacqueline can just ask for 10 questions, do the cue line part, run the video, cut out of the video, and then go, hey, we're back, and now it's time to take some questions from the audience. Does that make sense? Did I do that too fast?
Sure. You want to take it from the 2-minute countdown?
Do we have to sit here the whole 2 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds great. Do you want to take it from the 2-minute countdown? I think we'll have to sit here for 2 minutes, though. Well, we don't have the intro video. Okay, so yes, should we try
You
that?
could just, that makes sense. You wouldn't have the intro video. Can you put something in its place, like a text slide that says, Amy Russell, late as usual with the intro video?
She actually is late. Don't tell her I told you that. But
She's never late. She's a very prompt and thorough person. That's why I'm giving one tiny.
do you have something you
We
can
could
put
have
in its place?
dance party.
Okay, we can't make up anything like on the fly to put in its place.
That's fine.
But
Then what if we do this? What if we just show the intro slide and then you do what you would do, Megan, in the chat, where you prompt us, give us our standby, and then we'll go into Jacqueline and the two of them, and then
Okay. We'll go to
do
this
that part?
and then you'll pretend to be. How's that?
Yeah, we'll just
Oh,
pretend.
I'm going to pretend.
Boom. You're Amy.
Welcome. My name is Amy Russell. Thanks for joining us tonight at our online event. During Amy's chat, I will be giving you countdowns in the chat, like 1 minute to the end of Amy's video, 30 seconds to the end of Amy's video. And once I do that, we're going to transition to this.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be in conversation with these extraordinary artists. I'd love to first hear just a little bit about how the two of you met. What sparked this collaboration? And then you'll say amazing things. That sounds awesome. I'd love to hear more about distances and what was kind of like the thesis, the genesis for that work. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so what's happening next with this project? It'll be some variation of that.
And we've been having this conversation since last January. Other stuff. Let's go to the clip.
No. I will never require you to believe anything.
Okay, good.
It will
Thank
only ever be about how compelling the evidence is to you. But you started with our perception and landed on explaining the universe. Do you mind if I take us back to the organs and then land in the universe?
No, of course. I mean, I'm dying to know what reality is, despite my ability to perceive.
The urge to think of our senses as being good is strong because, first, that's all we have.
And our perceptions and the way we navigate our perceptions. It's a choice. Trust is saying, I believe that you wouldn't attempt to harm me. I believe that you would go through a significant amount of effort to avoid doing harm. I believe that you would be receptive to hearing and seeing that you have done harm. I believe that you would seek to atone if you did. I believe that forgiveness wouldn't be demanded but accepted. And I believe that you would commit to trust as well. I believe that there would be a path to these things for me as well. I think that trust is a choice.
Okay.
Okay, wonderful. And so when we come back, Tay, you are part of the conversation as well?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, fantastic. Well, this is very exciting.
Great.
Okay, let me just make a note of that.
Yeah.
Great work, Mike. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mike.
I was tearing my mind apart. It's like I did it again. I printed it in completely silent film. Figure out where that went wrong.
Oh, Tay, this note you have, is this something we want to practice doing? The blackout could fade
That
up.
was my only thought. I think you actually did do it. I think
Oh, they
that
did.
the
Okay.
Zoom 4-up faded in.
What'd you say?
Yes, it does have a short fade.
Yeah.
Would you like it to be long, a little more dramatic?
I mean, I don't think it needs to be like pretentious dramatic, but like I think what you had was fine. My computer was stuttering a little bit, so I think it was
Okay.
actually probably like a 2-second fade up.
Okay, and leave the black screen in. Don't trim it.
I think so. I think it's kind of it makes it seem it would break the continuity of like you think that they're on the same Zoom doing that, because you would like notice all the background shift, and it like gives you a second to digest if there's any digesting to be done. I think leave the tail, unless you want to like cut it to 5 seconds or something. I'm not sure.
We're okay with.
Yeah, I thought it looked good.
Yeah,
It
we're
doesn't
okay
feel
with what
weird
you
to me.
guys.
It felt okay to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to practice it again, so we know what we're gonna see? Or no? Because it's the outro you're working on, right?
I think the question was how long of a blackout after the piece. That felt okay to me. How about others?
That felt fine.
Felt okay,
Yeah, I mean, this was all brand new to me. So is it so when we do we need a cue for when to start, or is it going to be very clear? Like we'll see the outro, right? Like we'll see it pull away because we're seeing exactly what the audience is seeing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so how much of a pause do you want between it ending and me saying, welcome back everyone, for anyone who's brand new, because I'd love to just do like just in case anyone joined a little bit late, like I'd love for folks to just do like a quick introduction about who you are in your role, just in case we didn't have people at the beginning. So how long between how long between when it ends and I start that do we want to give? Like, should I count to 10? Do you want to cue me, Megan?
Well, our image comes up, right?
Yeah.
When we come up.
So once you see yourself back on the screen, Jacqueline. Oh, will you turn yours down a little bit? Sorry. Once you see yourself back on the screen, Jacqueline, that's exactly when the audience will see you. So it might just be good to like take a beat and then speak. I don't think you need to leave a long pause there unless that's something you guys would like. So as long as it looks black on your screen, then that's what the audience is seeing too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
And in terms of like when to start, I will give you countdowns like during Amy's video, during the primer video. I'll say, 1 minute till the end, 30 seconds to the end, just so you know that we're getting close. And then once you see yourself is exactly when the audience sees you.
Great.
Great. Okay, did we want to try anything again while we're here? Or is everyone feeling good?
I'm feeling very excited. I'm just excited to watch it. Sorry.
Great, good. And at the very end, since we haven't talked about that, in terms of when you'd like to wrap up, we basically leave that up to you guys. We have told our audiences it's about a 90-minute show, which may be a little skinny actually, but it's okay. We don't have like a very hard stopping point. So I'm happy to give you reminders in the chat about what time it is, but there's nobody's going to yank you off the internet. So we'll leave it to do to kind of come to a natural conclusion, and you'll say good night, thanks to everyone, and then we will go right to an ending slide. So it'll look kind of like the first slide. It'll just say thanks for coming, and then that's how you know that we're over.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
What other questions does anyone have?
Anything? Knock on wood, but if something like happens, like one of us doesn't come back up at the end or something, is there a person we're supposed to contact, or is it
so
you,
if you're
Megan,
not,
or
if you're not there, we're gonna know. But yeah, you can. I'm happy to give you my cell. just so like if something happens, you can text me.
Mhm.
And then we can try to troubleshoot in the moment. So I will make sure I send that all to you guys. Knock on wood, we haven't had, well, we've had some catastrophes, but we've been able to resolve them all midstream. So we'll continue that run. Did you have something, Mike?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I
Tay,
have a
are you satisfied
question.
with all this? Okay.
I just have a fussy pants thing that I want to do, but if Jacqueline, if you want to go, I think it's just technical stuff.
No, I
Is
mean
there
my
a way
rehearsal
that
doesn't start until 6. So, oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. I just want to be aesthetically fussy and tweak that font a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm just like obsessed with it right now. Can we know what the font options are? I think the major thing, Mike. Oh yeah, straight over to the mic station. Or no, the major thing would be finding out if we could make the font smaller, thinner point, and if it can have a rectangular background, not a drop shadow. But if that's not possible, I don't know what the Studio 6 authoring settings are, so I don't know if you can do what I'm asking.
He's looking.
Let me try this on just one of you here, and let me see if this works.
He's going to try it on one of you to see if it works.
That's much better. Can the opacity of that thing be destructed a little bit, be reduced so that it looks more like the Zoom thing, if you know what I mean?
David's name looks smaller than ours.
Yeah, that's the thing that he's testing.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just in order to make that kind of vibe, and then maybe could the rectangle actually be black but have the same level of opacity so it looks more like the thing that Zoom does? It's just so that it fools people a little more into it looking like the thing. Yeah, that's the jam right there.
Tay, would you like the box to be cropped closer to the name, or you like it long like that?
I'm trying to remember. That's like strange. How do I not know that that's what that looks like? I'm trying to think if it automatically does that. Let me just take a look at some on the screen. It usually does, right? It usually does about one space to the right of the name, and then also the oh my god, what is it called? The font should be like the text should be like a little bit lower in the rectangle so that it's kind of centered in that space, and then the rectangle should just be like one half like a half width font, like
Uh-oh. Was Tay too fussy?
It's like, I'll take care of you.
While we're here, do you all feel okay with like the end, like that we'll naturally find a place to say,
Yeah,
that was great, thanks.
Yeah, and I'll it's a long, I will say it's a long day for me. My meeting started at 9:00, and I have half hour lunch break, and half-hour dinner break. So I'll want us to wrap up because 7:30 to 9. So I'll get us there. We don't have to worry about the two of you. Don't have to worry about time at all. I'll stay on top of that. Okay, it looks like we're getting a doc. Oh, previous questions. Okay, is this the same document you sent us before or a different one?
This is a new thing.
Okay.
This is from Boo. Previous talkback questions. Doc.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
I don't know if it's useful. I don't know if we were supposed to share that with you, if we were supposed to read it and then say which ones we liked.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Again, I as a playwright in post show discussions, there are 5 questions I love asked, so I always give those to my dramaturg. So if you have some that you love, I would love to ask them for you. And also, if you want to work on this, right? Like if this isn't like if you want me to take a look at it on Friday versus right now, I can also wait to look at it.
I think this is
sounds good.
pretty accurate based on our.
This is solid.
Yeah. These are all. You can jump off of these any way you want. These are all.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this is great. Okay, so I'm just gonna copy paste and move over to my question document. I'm excited.
Thanks, Boo.
I mean, I will tell you that one of my questions, I don't know if it's helpful to know this, but because I as a anti-racist facilitator, anti-bias facilitator, I literally have these conversations all the time. So I am curious about why is it impossible? So just know that that's a question that I'm going to ask. Why is this an impossible conversation? So just know that that's something I would love to. Oh, there's something in the chat. Oh, okay. Trying to find out about Tay.
Just about me.
Yeah, I actually disappeared too at the same time, which was super weird.
Are you sure it wasn't because I was asking? I think it was because I was asking Mike to do impossible things with the font editor.
I think you just went to broadcast mode. That's what it looked like to me.
You went to broadcast mode and then CC all UNC board members. My private Instagram.
Board of trustees at UNC Chapel.
Yeah.
Please attend this meeting. Yeah.
Please attend this mandatory meeting.
Before we go, I think Mike wants to talk about the text again.
Text. Okay.
Mike, what's your question?
I just want to pick up where we left off. Tay, I'll show you where we are right now.
I think you've made quick and excellent progress of this, Mike. The only thing I would say would be to add one space before the D of David Newman and then make them all look like that. And I think it's just as good as it can be. It's perfect. Oh, it's great. In case you can't hear me, it's great. Just have one space for the D of David Newman. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, sorry.
D.O. David Newman.
I'm by myself in this computer. Okay. D.O. David Newman. So what's happening over in Carborough these days?
Are you asking me?
I guess so, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know actually. I've been in New York for a while, so
Oh, you're in
I
up
don't know.
up
I don't know
here.
what's happening.
Oh.
No, I'm currently I'm back in Chapel Hill, but I've been in New York, so I don't know what's going on, to be honest.
Oh.
I know they had Halloween on Sunday, so and the students seem really excited about Halloween.
Yeah.
Is UNCSA part of UNC Chapel Hill?
So
Different
UNC School of the Arts.
Yeah.
So yes, it became, I don't know when, but then so originally no, and then now it is. They're all under the umbrella of, so it's all, yeah, it's UNC School of the Arts. There was a moment when it became that, and I don't know when.
But it's
Because it
in the
used to be
same.
NCSA, right? Just North Carolina School of the Arts. And now it's UNCSA.
I do know that it is currently UNCSA, and now it is under the umbrella, under the systems. It's under the university systems.
Great.
I only know just enough to get by about UNC.
That makes sense.
Because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do my work.
Yes.
Yeah. But I did a collaboration with UNC School of the Arts, so that's why I knew about that coming under the umbrella situation. I just don't remember when. I don't know when it happened. Yeah. And so how long are you here for when y'all come?
1 week. Sorry, that's
We're essentially
1
here
week.
for a
Oh,
week.
that's great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For a week.
Yeah.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Guys, I have to grab a call real quick, just on the phone.
Okay.
Even though that wasn't my phone that rang, but
Okay.
I don't know if we.
It was mine from Russia. Sorry, I'll silence that. Yeah.
You don't need to take the call from Russia?
I don't think I ought to.
Okay. Do y'all have another meeting after this meeting?
I do personally, yes. I don't know about the others. Are we supposed to meet, you guys? Thank you,
I
Tay.
think we're scheduled until like later, but I have a meeting later today as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are. So I'm back. Sorry. We are scheduled till 7, but I don't think we need near that much time.
Oh, okay.
Jacqueline, you have rehearsal, right? Did you say?
Yeah, because the students at Kenan Theater Company, so our student theater group, they're putting on my play, Anna Karenina, and so it's Anna K. So we have rehearsal 6 to 10, but not on Friday. So that's why I can join you all on Friday night. Yeah. So 6 to 10 today, tomorrow, Thursday. And we open the following week. We open next week, I guess. Is it next week?
During the week while we're there.
Say it again, Marcella.
Does your show open the week while we're there?
Oh yeah, if y'all are here next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it runs the 11th through the 15th.
Oh,
and we
great.
have a final draft on that Wednesday. So yeah, it'd be great if y'all wanted to come to see the play.
Love to.
Yeah.
It's 1920s Paris, and okay, y'all. Okay, so when we had auditions, this young woman auditioned, and we found out first day of rehearsal that she wasn't Black. She's actually mixed race, white and Punjabi. She's Indian, but the play is written for a Black character. I was like, oh, honey, we cannot have you perform in blackface. So what I'm going to do is rewrite the role, because I've been working on this Indian British character for about 3 years for a whole other play. And so now we have 2 versions of the play, which I think is really beautiful, but it was a whole process. Talk about a race process. So on Saturday, we're
Yeah.
having a symposium about race and representation in the American theater that I will be facilitating, because that's what
Jacqueline,
I do.
just
all
a-
day long.
That's so
This is
amazing.
kind of
And
where-
just a hint that has a lot to do with the beginnings of our collaboration.
Yeah.
Representation.
Amazing. Oh, okay. I'm going to add that. I'm going to add that to my question. That's fantastic. Oh, that's exhilarating. That excites me to no end.
And are you going to talk a little bit about Southern Futures? Because we're super excited to be a part of it. And I think it's such an amazing program. And I don't know.
Yeah, I think that I can. I think that whatever Amy says at the top is going to give us the greater context for Southern Futures. I can definitely talk about my role. I literally just started in this role. So I'm sort of defining, how I'm showing up as Southern Futures.
Mm-hmm.
But I can talk about it from the lens of how I feel that this performance piece is very much a Southern Futures piece, that your residency is very much in Southern Futures. I can definitely do that.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. And would it be helpful if I shared Amy's video with you guys as soon as I get it, which will probably be by the end of the day tomorrow, so you can at least watch it and know what Amy's going to say? Okay. Great.
Sure.
I will do that. Great. As soon as I have it, I can share it with you.
Okay, that's exciting.
Okay. Great. Well, I think that CPA has all that we need on this end. Oh, good. There's Tay. If you guys are comfortable.
But I love Tay's stand-in. Tay's stand-in was very cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as there are no questions for us and you guys feel comfortable, I think we're okay. I don't know if we should hop off without Tay. Maybe he's typing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do the two of you have any questions for me? David, Marcel, do you have any more questions for me that you want to say here versus in the email later? No? Okay. Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay,
No,
cool.
I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I am too. I'm
excited for this.
really, really excited.
I'm really excited.
Yeah. And I have no end of questions. So I have no worries about not getting audience questions. So I may pretend they're from the audience. So just so
Perfect.
Just so you know. Okay.
Perfect. We'll leave that in your hands then. That's great.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yay.
Great. Well, you guys have my email address. Feel free to send anything my way if you have any questions that pop up. And I will write to you with my cell phone number, just in case for Friday night, and send you Amy's intro video once I have it. Does that sound good?
And that sounds great. And we're sending you 3 sentences for the intro, right?
Yes. And you're sending me 3 sentences.
Super.
Yes.
Super.
And why don't we plan for Friday to convene at 7? Mike, does that sound okay?
That sounds good to me.
If that fits into everyone's schedule, that'll give us a few minutes just to make sure everyone's sound is working, Marcella, and everyone's lighting looks good. I know it'll be dark on Friday, so if you're relying on light from windows, then you might have to come up with a different plan. But that'll just give us time to check in with each other and check everything. So 7 o'clock. Great. And there will be a new link for Fridays, and I will send that to you as well.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
everybody.
Thank you.
Super excited.
See you Friday.
Yeah, so nice to be with you tonight.
Friday.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Tay.
Thank you.
Bye.